For this DIY rose oil, I got a dozen roses and I just picked some of the petals off and I put them into this glass bowl, as you can see here. I also used some coconut oil that I melted on the stovetop, but if you are allergic to coconut oil or if it irritates you, you can also use some argan oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, and even olive oil. And I will be storing the rose oil in this glass jar right here. And to help the rose petals infuse into the oil a lot better and more effectively, I will be using this hot water that you can see here that I heated up on the stovetop. I never use the microwave because you can kill a lot of the nourishment that these ingredients provide. I'm pouring a cup of the melted coconut oil into the jar. And the coconut oil is still warm. And I'm going to add a few pinchfuls of the rose petals into the oil. And to encourage the rose petals to submerge into the oil, I will be using the end of my wooden spoon. And because I do want my rose oil to be potent, I'm going to add more petals. And again, I'm going to use the end of my wooden spoon just to push the petals down into the oil so that when I do use the hot water just to help infuse the oil, that it will be a lot easier. I'm going to lay the jar filled with coconut oil and rose petals into this glass bowl. And now for the important part. I'm going to add some hot water just to encourage all the nutrients from the rose petals to go into the coconut oil. I did notice that some of the oil was leaking out into the water, so I did decide to turn the glass jar right side up. I'm going to put a glass bowl on top of this glass bowl just to help the rose oil marinate and just be more effective, and I'm going to leave this in overnight. It's the next day and here's how my rose oil looks. There's a lot of rose petals in the coconut oil because I really wanted this oil to be really potent, especially when I put it on my hair, my scalp, and also on my skin. But to be user friendly, I am going to take a lot of the rose petals out. I'm going to pour the contents of the jar into this strainer right here just to make sure that the petals are not mixed with the oil. I'm going to pour the rose oil back into this jar because this is how I will be storing it in my room. And for beautiful aesthetics, I will be adding a few rose petals back into the oil. And here is my rose oil ready to use. And I wanted to share some of the benefits of rose oil for your hair and scalp. As always, thank you for your love and support, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!